Welcome to the Big Movement Podcast. If you're ready to create results and make huge strides in your business, finances, personal development, and health, then you're in the right place. Pushing past excuses and powering through procrastination can be a challenge alone. Here, you'll get the support, tools, and knowledge you need to get to the level you desire in your business and life. Let's get started with your host, Byron Ingram.
And welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today we are talking about success is your responsibility. Each and every person in life has a choice to make when it comes to achieving their goals. It's simply, will they give 100% effort or will they not? When we do not give our goals our all, we're ultimately cutting ourselves off from opportunities, the opportunities to succeed, new things that can come our way because we didn't show up the way that we needed to. You see, it's so simple for a lot of people who get comfortable to say, hey, success is not everything in life. But let's face it, no one wants to lose either, all the time. So you have to find that happy medium. It's about, living life, but you have to keep focus on what is it that you need to be doing? What do you need to achieve? Because ultimately, in order for us to truly achieve the levels of success that we're all capable of, we must commit 100% to achieving them. And you see, success is more than just a journey, because you'll hear that, some people say, oh, success is a destination. It's neither of those. It's a way of life. It's a way of thinking. You have to approach your goals. You have to approach the things that you want to do in a different mindset. It's not like, oh, it's just going to happen far off down the road. Like, oh no, it's going to be this little journey. I'm going to feel a lot along the way. No, you need to look at how can you start creating wins in your life each and every day. One of the best things, I look back when I was in the Air Force, when I was going through training, it was simply doing a simple task, which was, and you've heard it from many people along the way, it was making your bed. Because every day that meant you started off with one simple thing that went right in your favor. It's all about that mindset of what you're creating. And what that does for you is that you've already accomplished something. So even if nothing else went right that day, because let's face it, there's sometimes you look back and you wonder, can I start this day over because this one did not go well? Well, you still have that one thing that you did achieve. And you're able to build upon that. Always able to use that as an anchor point. That's the key thing about making something a lifestyle. So you're doing little things that add up because winning feels great on the inside. You think about when you're competing, you did something when you're growing up, and you're like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. What did you do? You wanted to win more. You wanted to achieve more. And that's what you have to do. So when you start your day off with a bit of success, like by making your bed, it becomes one thing and another that you become obsessed with it. Like you just crave it because it feels so good on the inside. But here's the thing when it comes to being successful, because some people might think, but it means you're going to win all the time. If that was the case, life would be a whole lot different if we all won every time. But you see, being successful means we must take risk that pushes outside of our comfort zones. And what that means is we will fail. But when you think about success in this instance, what I want you to keep in mind is you have to push yourself to do something bigger in life because it's the only way to grow. You see, achieving higher levels of success means we have to leave the things that have been comfortable to us behind so we can do bigger and bigger stuff. But here's the little thing you need to keep in mind. When you decide you start pursuing bigger things, you're going to have people around you who are going to try to talk you out of it. You think, oh my gosh, that's scary. Well, I'm going to let you in a little secret. It's scary because for them, it's out of their comfort zone. It's outside of what they deem as safe. But for you, because you want to do more, you want to achieve more, you must be willing to step outside of that comfort zone. So you have to tell those people who are saying negative things to you, like, oh, well, maybe you should think smaller. Saying, I appreciate what you're saying, but I'm doing what I have to do because this is my life and I have to push forward. It's not because they don't love you or anything. It's because they don't want to see you hurt. They don't want to see you fail because of the fear of failure. They want to project that on you. But here's the thing. When you do things that are bigger, you're going to fail. No one gets up and does it the right way. Think about the first time a child is walking. It's not like they just say, yeah, got this. I watched a YouTube video. I'm going to stand up and walk across the room. No, it's more like they take a couple steps and do a face plant. And what do? They get back up and keep going. It's not like a little baby just says, self, this walking thing, it's not working out. We're just going to lay around our whole lives and let everybody just pick us up. No. That's not what happens. They get up and keep going. And that is what you must do. Because you see, achieving success, it doesn't come without failing along the way. That's what that's supposed to illustrate. And we must embrace that, knowing it's not going to go right that first time. And you see, here's something else to think about. If you're not feeling anything, like, well, everything I do is great. Well, guess what? That means you're not trying hard enough. You're not doing things that take you outside of your comfort zone. You're doing the same thing over and over again, which means you're just pushing a button. And that's not creating growth. And that's not really achieving success. That is creating a high level of certainty where you're comfortable, where nothing outside of it is giving you what you need. You're not able to thrive and grow. Think of it like some animals that are, when they're raised on a farm someplace, they don't see daylight. They don't ever get to really grow. They're just in this little coop where they have the food presented in front of them. They're not able to become stronger because they're given the opportunity to do so. And that's what a lot of people, their lives are like, because everything's just handed to them. The way they can create growth is they have to step outside and experience the sun and run in the fields and be willing to fall down. Because that's when that growth begins to happen. Because you see, when we fail, or I like to say we achieve a result other than what we intended on, because it will happen, what we must do is learn from what happened and then figure out what went wrong so we can improve upon it, like realize, that was one way that we didn't want to achieve a set of results. Let's do it differently. See, all these things lead up to why success is ultimately responsibility. Every one of us has that. Because if you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, or you're a family person, you have people that depend on you. These people have put their trust and faith in us to achieve a certain level of success. See, if we don't do this, we might not be able to provide for them accordingly. Let's say that you're an employer because you have a business, and there's people that work for you, and they're relying on that paycheck so that way they can provide for, let's say, their family. But because you didn't do the things that were necessary, you're putting them at risk. Or let's say that you have a family and you're not doing the things you need to do, and you can't be able to keep a roof over their head, then you're putting them at risk as well. See, each and every one of us has a responsibility to others around us, and that is why we must commit to a lifestyle of achieving success so we can provide the lifestyle to our family, to provide for the people that help us achieve our goals. That is what we're responsible for, and that is why success is a responsibility. It is why it must become a lifestyle. Because in order to do this, to achieve this type of lifestyle of success, we must be willing and we must make time each and every day to work towards our goals. We must be willing to work harder, and not just harder, but also smarter than anyone else around us, to give ourselves the best possible chance to achieve our goals. Because only then, when we do this, we can start living that success lifestyle and begin being able to provide for the people that rely on us, because after all, success is our responsibility. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and do me a huge favor. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, because there's someone out there who needs to hear this message today so that way they can embrace success in their lives.
Thanks for listening to the Big Movement Podcast today. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now that you've surely been inspired to take your entrepreneurial career and business to the next level, you can stop by the website and get more. And if you're ready to boost your business brand, be sure to grab your free report, 7 Easy Steps to Build Your Brand Today.